Over the years, we have built up quite a collection of toys and video games, and that's no different with Bendy, one of our favorite indie game series. So today, let's look at our collectibles and give our thoughts on Bendy and the Ink Machine and Bendy and the Dark Revival.
So what the heck happened here?
I mean, there was no way that we could do all these toys and then talk about the games too in a timely manner.
This is a lot of toys.
We went a little crazy on the Bendy toys. I mean, there's no doubt. And then we even have the ink machine there, which came with some ink.
Yeah.
And
sure
now
did.
I don't know what you can use it for now. Like put some nacho cheese in there and then grind it out and get some chips and some cheese.
This sounds like a great plan for Halloween.
Mm-hmm. But just to wash it off of wash the ink off of it first, I guess. But yeah, there you have it. That's like we went pretty crazy. Like, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago with all these toys, very popular. Funkos, Fat Mojo, I think it was GameStop had a ton of these. And that's what we said. If you saw our intro, we went through our collection of boxes and stuff, and we found a ton of these again.
And you want to know something crazy? I think we're actually missing some figures.
We have the tiny ones, the tiny Funko ones, yeah.
Yeah, the tiny little mystery.
Yeah, mystery. Oh, wait, no, actually, they were Fat Mojo as well, I think, the mystery
and they
boxes.
came in that little soup can?
The soup can, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. I can't believe that we have even more than this, but...
Yeah, but there's like the black and white kind of series in a sense, and then you have the golden ones, the gold and the black, and this is... this isn't even all of them. This is so many. But anyway, so we have a ton of this, and let's show some of the other stuff we have too, I guess.
Yeah, so, I mean, first up will be...
Yep, Bendy and the Ink Machine for Xbox One.
Yep.
This was the first one we played, and sure, you can show all the angles of this one. But I mean, this was a GameStop release, right? It was published by GameStop. Mm-hmm. And then the funny thing is, like, you actually played it before me on this console.
Yep. I played it on the Switch, and it's funny that this one actually has the little only at GameStop sticker on it, whereas this one doesn't have that.
Yep.
So, yeah, interesting. So, yep, I played it on the Switch first.
So do we need it on the PS4 then? Do we kind of have to get that?
Maybe we do.
I mean, it's not an expensive game. It's still $15 to $20, right? So,
I mean, honestly, then if we see it and it's cheap, then I think we should pick it up for the PS4.
Yeah, clearly we're big fans, and but it's one of those games, right? Like similar to Cuphead, I would say, where Cuphead is a good game without a doubt, but it has so many toys, and it was that whole Funko craze, and all these other companies were trying to make, capitalize on that, the license for it. So, and this was definitely one of those games where they probably made more money on the toys than the actual games.
Exactly. I mean, but I will say that I did enjoy this game, for sure. I mean, I thought it was it was just, it's, again, a unique kind of horror experience. And I mean, when we saw the trailer for this game, like before it had come out and stuff, I mean, I couldn't wait for it. I knew it was gonna be a great game.
This was heavily demoed and shown off, so yeah.
Yeah, and I thought, although it was scary for me, I did play through it from start to finish and had a good time with it, but I did miss some achievements.
With the use of the actual handbook, employee handbook, which is also pretty cool. We have some strategy guides and stuff, right? But we don't have, I mean, it's really cool little strategy guide here, or they call it employee handbook, and it gives you hints. It gives you the answers to, basically guides you through the game.
Yeah, you're right.
But I think you used this for like the second playthrough maybe, but
yeah,
it does have a very unfortunate chapter select where it doesn't save your progress.
Yeah,
so either you have to like get all the achievements on your first playthrough, first try, I think, or you have to do chapter select, which if you don't get it, then you have to start all the way over from the chapter, or the beginning of it. So it's a little bit, like I've said, we covered this in our Nintendo Switch video, and it's a little bit buggy when it comes to that. So, but
that's why I'm missing the soup can achievement, because I I just couldn't bring myself to play those chapters over and over again, and
Yeah.
trying to find all the soup cans. It was just, but I didn't want it to ruin the game for me, because I really loved the game, and I thought it was a lot of fun. I liked the story of it. I love the art style of it, and overall, I thought it was a good experience.
Yeah, I agree. And it is probably a little bit misleading, when it comes to the achievement and the completion. This is a very difficult one, actually, that I'm very proud to have completed this 100%.
Yeah.
But as you know, it was painful. Like this was
exactly.
but I did enjoy the game, like for a playthrough.
Yep.
But then when you go for the rest of it, when you have no saves, no checkpoints, like playing an old an old Nintendo game here, like no checkpoints and
Oh,
stuff.
and I remember the Tommy gun as well. That's right.
Yeah, so there's some Easter eggs, there's some buggy stuff you have to do, but again, you can appreciate what they were trying to do here, right?
Yeah.
Trying to make this horror experience with these, again, Mickey Mouse type characters, right?
But unfortunately, there was actually no physical made for the sequel.
Which is kind of a shame, because I think that game is highly underrated. I think it was, people received it pretty well on PC, but it's kind of seemed to go fly under the radar on console. It's just as you know, I bought that day one because I really enjoyed this game, and then I bought Bendy and the Dark Revival, and had waited for, as you can probably see, some of the toys that we have here. We bought from GameStop, like, I don't know, 2 years.
That was funny.
2 years before the game came out. I was like, oh, so they're selling the figures for this, but there's no game. And I remember it was highly anticipated. I was just waiting for it to be announced. And then it came out on Steam, and I was like, okay, that's cool. I'm sure it'll transfer over to, or be ported over to consoles. But then it just didn't seem to happen. And I think it was like 6 to 8 months after. And then it was released on console, but digital only, like you said.
Yeah, and they kept announcing it, and I remember it was just like a year after year after year of them saying this game's going to come out, and and then it was almost forgotten, I feel, by the time maybe it did kind of come.
But again, it was already similar to Cuphead, right? And I bring that up a lot. These two games have a lot of similarities in terms of how much they were delayed, and then COVID happened, and it was delayed even more. It's not just a really good horror game, because they improved on everything, every aspect of this game. The gameplay, the story, the character models, the graphics, everything was so upgraded. So yeah, very, very impressed with this game. And I think I almost gave it like top rank, like top rating on this one. So, and I highly recommend checking that out. It is still finally now going on sale digitally, but unfortunately, we'll just have to hope someone will pick this up. Maybe limited run. Someone will.
Yeah, that would be great.
Do a physical release, because I will definitely pre-order that one, because it deserves to be in our collection. I think after all of these toys and how highly we speak of this game, and but yeah, Dark Revival is really good, and it was actually better than what I anticipated by the time it came out. It's, as you know, when you wait years and years for a game to come out, and you're like, oh, it wasn't worth the wait and all that stuff, but that one definitely was. And I still have my hard playthrough to do, and some of the collectibles that I missed, but that no issues whatsoever. And they even had supernatural abilities that they introduced in that game, some improved stealth, and and you can do upgrades a little bit differently than you did in the first one. I can't even remember if you had upgrades on your pipe there, but you can do so much more in the second one. Yeah, so
that's awesome.
As I remember, Steam gave it glowing reviews, but seems to have just kind of gone unnoticed on console. Yeah, so
that's really unfortunate, because it looked like a great game when I would watch you play it. So.
Yeah, and then we got those toys, years before the game came out, and I haven't seen them anywhere. They don't sell them, like GameStop sold out.
I like to think that we were supporting the game in progress by buying the toys early.
Can't forget the games, we do enjoy them, and we play them, and have played them the last few Halloweens as well. I think I even waited. I'm trying to think when the Dark Revival came out. I think it was like in March, and I'd waited to play it a little bit closer to Halloween. And so again, one final look at our entire,
Bendy collection.
Bendy family here. Yeah.
Bendy family.
We just want to thank you guys for watching our video today. We really do appreciate it. And we'll see you in the next one.